No, you do not have to correct your television. You do not have it on some different setting. Hang on a second, then it's rotating. I have it on this little stand doodad, you know what I mean? Who doesn't have a bunch of those little things running around? Alexa, play some ocean sounds, please.
Sounds of the Ocean from Spotify.
Okay, I think it's gonna cooperate. I guess it's just gonna have that on there today. So whatever. Not very cold, but that's all right. If you missed yesterday's reading, I did some Moonology. Okay, so you can go check that out on the community tab if you so desire. This is going to be for the full moon. Yet another, right? Yet another full moon reading. Who knows who that is? I know one person who knows exactly who that is. Yet another. Yeah, I know you know. Anyway, we don't have to talk about it, okay? I know sometimes the channeling freaks people out because it triggers something in them, you know, but it's nothing to be scared of. It's your ancestors kind of letting you know that things are okay on their side. They're not suffering. They're not in pain. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, it's good. Or they're trying to warn you against something that could cause you suffering and pain, right? So if anybody out there is doing this without proper swimwear, right? For lack of a better term. Yeah. You don't want your skivvies to get all skivvied up. You know what I'm saying? By hanging out with wrong folks. That's what I'm saying out there, people. Like, you know, be smart. Be smart. So yeah, it was kind of a love read yesterday. So if you do check that out, keep that in mind. Let's get into, yeah, I wanted to do the conversation cards today. Starting off here, you guys. So if you're new, please do subscribe to the channel or like the video, especially if you are in the chat today. And if you are in the chat today, please do be kind to others. Just as a reminder, inappropriate messages will be held for review. It's an automated setting, so don't get yourself kicked out. Like, you came here for a reason, right? Try and get something out, okay? It is possible. 2025, year of possibilities, year of change, year of hope, year of desire, right? Manifesting your desires. Are you manifesting wisely? That is the name of the channel. Again, please do subscribe, like the video. I see 13 in the chat and 1 like so far. Now we're down to 12. It's okay. I know people pop in and out all the time of these things, but yeah. And again, please do be respectful of the other people that are here to actually get something out of it, right? So, yeah. They want you to focus. If you have to, forgive some of these people that took up your time, maybe cost you time and money type thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's time to focus in on the grind, right? Like, you're like, wait a second, it's Saturday, it's the weekend. I don't exactly. So, you know, let your focus be the weekend and not your grind time. Like, take advantage of resting. Don't work over the weekend on, you know, whatever, right? But mind the business that does pay you, okay? Maybe that's keeping your house organized. You know, maybe that's ordering out food because you don't want to be creating a mess over the weekend in the kitchen, you know? Like, save the regular cooking for Monday through Friday. You know, whatever it is, something like that. Okay. So that's what part of the message is so far today. I don't have time for you right now. Yeah, somebody could be working really hard and they just don't have time for a relationship right now. You know, like nothing personal, just don't have the time for it, don't have time to listen, don't have time, you know what I mean? Like whatever. Let's have a family. Okay. So somebody is minding their business enough to have enough to want to do this with you. Okay, does that make sense? But you could be like, look, you know, like maybe you're somebody who works, you know, on the road 2, 3 weeks at a time. You come back and you're like, look, you know, how can I have a relationship? You know what I mean? I know there's an esthetician that I know. Her husband lives like during the week. He lives in a major city, so you know what I mean. Like he has to travel some way, right, for this job, and so that's them living apart for part of the time because she's working as well. You know, she's not working on site where he's working at. So yeah, are you dating anyone? Yeah. So, you know, every relationship looks different. Not every couple is together 24 hours a day, right? And that may be part of the impression that this person has, or they're saying that they don't have time for a relationship right now because they're, you know, working, they're, you know, whatever they're trying to do, you know, so. Mhm. I don't know this would I was channeling this earlier today. This is why I was kind of called to do the cards because this was coming up. So I really feel like for some of you, especially this year, especially for those of you that are like 5K runners and stuff like that, you're going to meet somebody like in a park like setting. It's going to be something like that where you're running or you're doing you know, maybe one of these larger events, you know, and it's going to be, you know, you're going to go through a park at some point on the course or something. Okay, so this may be the opportunity. Right, like once you're done running, you might have some small talk with this person and they might ask if you are dating anyone, right? You know, and for some of you, whereas, you know, there might be somebody else that's like, I don't have time for you right now, so you're like, well, okay. Yeah, mind the business that pays you. Somebody wants to pay you some attention. So I wish I could come out and say it. Yeah. I feel like that's whoever this is that kind of wants this family situation with you. They want to say something, but they're having trouble communicating. So definitely getting some throat chakra blockage from this person. Um, lapis lazuli may help. Also, kyanite, I believe it is. You know, go to your local, you know, crystal shop, stone shop, gemstone shop, you know, and look for your crystals and stuff. Also, don't be afraid to cleanse your crystals, especially by moonlight, which this weekend would be a good time to do that, right? Um, this is obsidian for protection, right? You know, quartz is just an all around good one for protection. Carnelian here for your sacral chakra. Again, some more tiger's eye. This one happens to be shaped like a little moon. You know, and that's for grounding, right? Okay. A lot of times you'll see some of these stones in jewelry as well, where people can make jewelry out of them. For some of you, you may be doing that in 2025 as part of the new year. like this would be nice to have in a little jewelry. I don't make jewelry myself, but anyway. Okay, so yesterday's reading in the community tab, it says that they want to X you up, and that's kind of what they want to do. So, yeah, whoever this person is finds you attractive, and they are the ones who want to be spending time alone with you, nobody else. Okay. Um, yeah, but like you're just kind of going to the beat of your own drum right now, collective. I don't feel like you're following the crowd, so that may be why this person feels like you don't have time for them right now as well. Somebody says they are not in the best mental space currently, so um since they're not like in your business, they could be feeling a little insecure, about themselves, right? Um, but I mean, is that your responsibility, collective? Right? Are you know what I mean? What did this person cause and act upon to put them in this space, right? And what caused you to focus more on the business that pays you versus chasing down all these people that just want to give you false promises, right? And waste your time, essentially. You know, for a lot of you, it's like now you're starting to work with the right people and get things accomplished. The wheel of destiny is actually turning. It's actually moving forward, and you've done it on your own by pushing it. Like you ever see those strongman competitions when they're flipping over those big tires or rolling those big medicine balls or whatever. It's kind of like that. Um, and somebody is seeing that you're able to do that and like being upset about it. So I don't know what this person's original intentions for you were, but whatever letters I've written never mean to send. It's like they never sent them. So it's like you don't know what their intentions are. So again, that is this, I wish I could come out and say it. It's like and you're like, say what? Say what? Right? Whereas this person's like, hey, are you dating anybody? So, it's like, who are you going to spend your time on? Manifest wisely. Manifest your time wisely. What do you want to manifest wisely? Think about it. I don't know what you want from me. Yeah, you could be telling this person this, especially if they didn't have time for you in the past, because then you're like, well, why do you want to hang around me now? Because you've been rejected by somebody else? You know what I mean? Like, what sense does that make? Nobody wants to be the consolation prize, right? Nobody wants to be the what's left, right? And so, them failing to recognize things, again, is that your fault, collective? No. They had on rose colored glasses. You didn't put the rose colored glasses on them. In fact, you may have, tried to get them to take the rose colored glasses off, but you know, anything further would be classified as assault or battery in several states. So, you know what I mean? Here in America, we're supposed to keep our hands to ourselves. right? Again, there's that Pink Floyd song. I can't remember if it's off the Division Bell and it goes, "What do you want from me?" I was getting also the hollow notes, like I can't go for that. Um, and he says, use my body, but you want my soul. It's like this person just wants everything. Like they want you to have nothing, no capacity over yourself. And it's like, well, it doesn't really work that way. Even Hall & Oates knows that, you know what I mean? I don't owe you any explanations. Yeah, this person might try and talk to you about maybe how they treated you or they want your time or something, but you don't have to explain to them what you're doing with your time. And then here's this. I pictured what a life with you would be like. So I feel like this is more than one energy collective here. We'll go ahead. We'll clarify with the tarot today. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Pulp Tarot. Again, especially for those of you that, spend your time in prayer, meditation, all these things, you are like spiritually guided. Okay. So, you're grown, you know what I mean? You're self-sufficient, you're grown. You don't owe anybody any explanations. You just don't. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Seven of Wands. Okay. So collective, you might be in a partner, you might be dating somebody already, like, or meeting somebody new. And this is kind of that protective, like, energy. Okay. King of Pentacles. This person could also be a King of Pentacles, somebody worthy of your time, right? Again, yesterday's reading, it was about feeling more protection in 2025. So even though it's like you might feel on the defense, like some of this is actually like offense for you. Like, and other people want you to feel guilty for asserting offense in your own life. And they want to sit there and say, I'm offended. I'm offended. For what? You freaking breathing? Like, get a freaking grip. Go start your own YouTube channel, honey. Whatever you want to do. It's a big bad world out there. Go have fun, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. And a King of Pentacles is not really the most complicated type of person. They might be short, to the point, curt, stuff like that. Very businesslike, very by the rules, things of that nature. So they also might be somebody very traditional, okay, that's coming towards you or is in your energy. Or this could be you, collective, if you're this masculine energy as well, right? So those would be the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, if you have any of those placements as well. For some of you, you know, being around a stable person, right, is, you know, that's on your checklist, right? Like, has their own place, has their own job, income, whatever it is, you know, if you don't self-employed, whatever, you know, I mean, however it is, these people support themselves, right? Um, but a King of Pentacles is probably very traditional, like a 9 to 5 type person, a professional type person, or like a business owner or something like that. Okay. Also, you know, somebody who isn't trying to relive yesterday. You can see here with like the silver gray hair, like they're accepting of their stage in life. They're not trying to go and get some 20, you know, some 60-year-old trying to get some 20-something-year-old knocked up. You know, that's not, that's no. Okay. All right, all right. You guys are crazy. mm, nothing like it. Oh my God. I'm hearing that. Just the two of us. How you doing the slow groove, right? Setting the mood. I think I saw somebody ask if I was smoking in the chat. I do have some my incense going here, which is sage scented. Some people prefer to burn actual sage. You just have to be careful with sage. Put like a little dish under it or something, because it can, all the embers from the sage can, you know, kind of fly off and stuff, especially if you're, you know, obviously in a fire zone type area, you know, like how they're having the wildfires out there and stuff, you know, like don't go burning stuff outside, right? Continuing on now, thank you. Wow, you guys, look at this. Again, something 2025 is going to allow you to do is to work on your, I heard inventions. So for some of you, this could be an invention. For some of you, you may want to consult some kind of lawyer, like a patent attorney or something like that, regarding this invention, just so you file all the appropriate paperwork. Okay. Again, that's earth energy. So I feel like collective, you're just exhibiting the kind of responsibility that it takes for these things to be achieved, right? And like I said earlier, it's like that wheel of fortune has actually started to turn. But it's like, you know, in one of the Indiana Jones movies where it's like, you know what I mean? You're hearing it like, oh my God, is it actually gonna go? You know, because it feels like for some of you it's been centuries in the making. Um, and for some of you, this may be like some past life kind of drama playing out, for lack of a better, you know, whatever. 9 of Swords. Yeah. So, collective, I feel like somebody is not sleeping well. They are upset, wishing that they could come out and say this, right? Again, the throat chakra, it's like they have tried to communicate and all their communication has failed, right? And yeah, and maybe it's for a reason, and maybe that's what this is, you know, kind of like spirit having your back saying, well, you don't owe this person any explanation, you know, so this may be turning on them now, right? Again, yeah. Because you're not trying to manipulate anybody. You're not trying to play anybody. Like, what? Who had, ain't no, hello, hello. Ain't nobody got time for that. Did we all forget? Did we forget something? Yeah, I'm pretty happy the country I live in right now, there's no, major war going on or anything. I'm pretty happy about that. You know what I mean? Like, where y'all fighting for again? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop, Viet fucking damn. Is that the song? Open up the pearly gates and then we're gonna say what? What were we doing down here? Pissing and moaning over stupid shit? Instead of being grateful for the lives that we have and making the most of our opportunities. So these could be some big creative steps here you're having. And I feel like there's other people feeling stressed about it. Basically. That's just what I mean right now. So in the throat, yeah, it's like there's some people wanting to act like you betrayed them in some way, but again, no, they're already out of the wheelhouse. That's why the wheel finally started turning. It's like those obstacles, those little pebbles. You know what I mean? It was like there was just enough there to keep that wheel from going, but now the path is clear. It's like whoop. It's gonna be just like a rocking chair, right? Page of Cups. So this could be the family intention that somebody wanted with you. This could be what they want to talk to you about. All right. Or if you are somebody who already has kids, they want to be like, hey, I know you have this going on, but I want to like try and make this work. Or maybe they have kids, like however it is, they want to like kind of talk about like how you can move forward together. So for some of you, this isn't necessarily your kids, but there's kids involved in the conversation, just like as a heads up, right? So this person may be a little emotional, right? So that could be part of this not being in the best mental space because what they were picturing versus what's happening is causing a lot of stress, okay? And that's kind of what they want to be communicating. So for some of you, this is like going to be footnotes to the chapter or something, I feel like, because a lot of it's already been closed out and tied with a bow. Okay. Again, you may end up hearing something more like from somebody else's point of view. Okay. Like, you're the blue line up and down, like you've been up and down this, blah, 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 right? Well, now this person is coming through and they're going to stop, right? And they'll probably keep going, because they have a path to continue on as well. But you're going to understand the meaning of where these points crossed, all right? And you're going to be able to visualize it, all right? So especially those of you that have been working on clearing your third eye, things like that. Yeah. Some of you might be getting, kind of those clear audience messages as well. Maybe that will come in a dream. Maybe that will come in a moment of prayer or meditation. You know what I mean? Like you'll arrive upon the answer, right? Page of Wands. Yeah. So for some of you that are actually taking these challenges forward, right, this year, having that beginner's mindset, you know, knowing we can always learn something from each other, being open and compassionate through the situation, including to yourself, right? Um, let's go ahead and get, yeah, we're gonna get a little clarification here. I'm kind of curious about some of this energy right now because it's not all you here, collective. It's some of this. And remember, you know, full moons tend to bring out, you know, heightened emotions. So somebody expressing their disappointment, like, yeah, don't get too wrapped up in it, I guess, is what I want to say. Like, it's just, you know, it's the equivalent of, you know, going to the movie theater and having a good cry. You know what I mean? Like, then the movie's over and you go home, right? Like, whatever. The Three of Cups. Yeah, so part of what you could be defending is what you're celebrating here in 2025, okay? Um, people might not understand it. That's why you might feel a little defensive, or you may be like, look, I don't have to explain this to you. Like, you're, you know, they're a non-factor. Four of Wands, fairy, yeah. So with this King of Pentacles, for somebody, this might be kind of like your fairy tale meetup with this person. This King of Pentacles, somebody that you desire, you know, has a certain level of responsibility, and still allows and understands and appreciates, like, the, you know, the beauty of the natural world as well. Okay, so this could definitely be the person that wants to have a family with you. Hangman, again, Pisces. Pisces came out in yesterday's reading, so definitely don't rush any of these projects. Give them time to marinate. Like, yes, the wheel is set in motion, but don't expect something to be done in a week's time, right? Like, like, you may want to be flexible on your timelines, right? If you want the stew to come out just right, like, you know, when you make a certain dish or a salad or something, and then the next day it's even better, right? It's that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you, you could meet somebody as well, like while you're working on this. Sorry, I have like a stray hair on me. Leviathan, again, I just posted on the community tab a few days ago about this because this came through. Yeah, there's definitely a ferocity that this person is feeling. Almost like somebody tried to take something that was theirs, right? And yeah. And, you know, this is like the high seas. Like, it's not going to be easy, right? And that may be why they're upset now, Okay. Yeah, somebody thinking this was going to be a lot easier than it is. And then it's like, oh, this is like a whole 10 of cups here. Yeah. You know, so I feel like for somebody, some of this Nine of Swords is also like somebody unable to pull on your heartstrings to interrupt this King of Pentacles from coming towards you, like the King of, or to stop you if you are the King of Pentacles, right? Like like somebody wants you stressed out so that you don't take action or something. Okay. Um yeah. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is the zombie card here. It's like somebody wanted you to just like be led around by them and just do as I say and all this kind of stuff. It could have been an Empress in reverse. For the masculines out there, okay. Like somebody who, and again, you know, Eight of Pentacles is supposed to be somebody who's happy in their work, not stressed about their work, not, you know, oh, you know, like, oh my God, there was this one place I worked at, and this dude, I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend, whatever, she was always showing up front office, you know what I mean, like checking in on, like, I think she was like checking to see, make sure he wasn't cheating. I don't know what the history is, but you know what I mean, like she was always, it was kind of weird, awkward, you know. It's not like she was just dropping off his lunch. It was just like, you know, she was poking around. It's like, isn't she supposed to be busy doing something? Don't she got a job or a freaking house to clean or something? And kids to watch? I mean, come on now. You know, it's that kind of, you know, people calling somebody's work number and hanging, you know what I mean? Just all this weird stuff. Like, what? Grow up. Grow up. Go get a job. Go do something productive with your lives. Right? I mean, I'm sure somebody told you that in junior high once, but here it is again, right? Get a clue. Get a clue. Yeah, the star Aquarius. Yeah, your person or you might be an Aquarius or this person, whoever this King of Pentacles is, sees you as their star, their kind of guiding light. To be honest, through a lot of this darkness that other people have like tried to project and create, you know? But you know, a King of Pentacles is not somebody who's gonna get, you know, run ramshot by somebody else. They're gonna like stand up and say, no, in fact, you're fired. You need to leave now. What don't you understand? No, you don't need to come back to collect anything. They'll mail that final check to you, as a matter of fact, because we already have your address on file, right? If you're at a place that files taxes on you, right? So, right. Oh my goodness. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Oh my God. What else do we need to know here, please? Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there is somebody who wants to be clingy around you again, but this is kind of to the point where it's interfering with your work. Okay. Right? So that might be part of what's not easy for them anymore. Like they thought they were going to be able to be knocking on your door and poking at you and all up in your business. Like, no, no. Shoe fly, don't bother me no more. Right? Is what you're kind of telling this person. And now they're, trying to act all sorts of upset about it. Right? In the heart shock right here. Like they're torn up about it, but some of this stuff they cause themselves, right? And some of you could be literally far away. Like you could be on vacation right now. You could be like whatever it is you're doing, like far away, like in mind, body, and spirit from this person. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Got time for a couple others here. I guess we'll go ahead and do some Lightworker cards. Yeah, somebody definitely has a strong desire to have a feeling with you. For some of you, collective, that could have been also in the opposite energy, this person trying to trap you into having a family so they could boss you around. Right? Being like, oh, well, I'll just take them to court and I'll see you in 6 months. Right? And then play the, oh, are you going to see him? Are you not game, right? And all that crap. Make your life hell for the next 18 years solid plus college because, because they know you're that kind of person who would pay for college. You know what I'm saying? They had it all planned out, didn't they? And they're like, what? Well, you don't want to put a little something in this, a little something in this? And some of you are like, no, I don't. Because I've seen you in action. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like, you're like, I came on vacation to have a vacation, not to babysit you. Newsflash, right? Some of you may be considering going on vacation solo, right? If you've not done that. You're like, look, I don't even want to be anywhere around this person. Like, I'll be better by myself. Yeah, oftentimes we are. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But there's somebody who's gonna want to cling and be like, no, take me with you, right? And you're like, what? Why would I do that? Like, what would I be getting out of that situation? You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yeah. 2025. Look up your north node. Both charts. Look it up. And focus on what grows you, right? What's bringing you that Ace of Pentacles, right? So for some of you, it's going to be, making an ocean as big as the one that the Leviathan's in, right? To keep yourself away from some of these toxic energies. Like, oh, my heart, there's a moat around it. Can you get through the moat? No. Hope you don't run into this thing. Right? You're like, screw you. Okay? Because some of these people they're the ones that had you on the treadmill in the first place. With the little whip, having a good little time. Like, look at this. Well, where are they now? some of them it ain't gonna be pretty. I got news. It is not gonna be pretty. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess, mystic, teacher. Yeah. A lot of you this year, you're going to be tapping into belief systems that actually benefit you, okay, instead of trying to mold you, right? You're going to let this unfold within you, okay? You're going to let life and your experience be your teacher. All right? Instead of saying, why is this happening, man? Why is this happening to you? Right? Happening for you, right? It's unfolding for you, right? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Okay. For some of you, 2025, you may be starting to express more often. That throat chakra. Okay. Again, lapis lazuli is a good stone for that. There's several others as well. All right. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yeah. Okay. So there are going to be some people out there that do not want to accept that this is something unfolding for them. They're going to look at these tragedies and they're not going to be able to accept them. They're not going to be able to process them. They're going to be stuck there. Stuck. You know what I mean? It's like they're going through the motions. All right. But you, collective, you're choosing to go through the keyhole here. All right. What's on the other side, you will see. Okay. So for some of you, this rite of passage, maybe, getting your high school diploma. Maybe it's getting your college diploma. Maybe it's getting married. Maybe it's having a child. There's lots of different kinds of rites of passage. Okay. It could be a religious thing, right? And allowing yourself to be open to the experience of guidance. Okay. It is a rite of passage available to all, but not all choose to take that path. All right. It's just kind of what I want to say. All right. So when you are afforded that opportunity, all right, yes, your voice may shake a little bit, right? Well, I'm afraid to get up and speak in front of people. Go take a public speaking course. Practice speaking. Be the volunteer to read at your church, right, during the church service, or do some announcements. Volunteer to be the greeter at, some organization, so you get in the practice of speaking to people, right? If you are more introverted or something, all right? Yeah. And I feel like once you break through this communication, it's like Spirit's going to show you that you have the ability here to, reach new levels, to handle these creative ideas and challenges, right? Okay. Yeah. Following the plan that was laid out for you. Okay. Where in some cases you may already be doing it, right? Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there today. So please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. I do have a donation link on the main description. But again, the 100% free way to support the channel is via donation or via liking or subscribing to the channel. So until next time, please do manifest wisely. Bye-bye.